Hello.
Hi.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Yes, happy Monday. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Sorry, I'm very frantic. I've just got back from netball and
And you're putting your earrings in. I love that that's your priority. Like, just got back from netball, popping my earrings in.
I
Hi,
take everything out
audience.
and I
Hi,
leave it.
Kaz. Sorry, I was just saying hello to our little friends joining. Go
I
ahead.
just leave it all ready to pop back in again, and then it's like otherwise it's there's too many things. Like I
What?
put
You
them.
can't do them straight away. Do you
I
sleep
put
with
them.
them in?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I do. I sleep, but then I take it all off and I put it in the gear stick. So then, like on the gear box, and then
Are you
I put it
worried someone's
all.
going to break your car?
Yeah, because I'm as we all know, I'm usually running to the second before I leave. So
Wait, on if you put them by your gearbox, aren't you worried someone's going to break into your car and steal your jewelry?
they'd be foolish to do so. It's not worth that much.
Okay, be safe. Do you sleep with your rings on?
No, that's the only thing I take off.
Oh, I sleep with them on.
Oh no, I don't know why my hands get fatter overnight. So my hands get fat, so I don't want that. But like
That's
that
so
stays on. All my earrings stay on. My bracelets stay on, but my rings, no.
I love learning more about you. I need to light a candle. I just feel like it's that mood.
Oh,
It's Pride. It's Pride Month.
Pride month, light the candle. Sophie said she's excited for her first two queers of Pride month.
Welcome. It's gonna be Pride full month.
I've got like, is that one of them cool ones where you swipe the bottom?
Yes, which I had to go up to the shop teller and go, "How does this work?" And they were like, "Oh, it's at the bottom." And I was like, "Good to know. Good. So someone's got their GCSE drama tomorrow. Good luck. You'll smash it. My GCSE drama was.
National honey.
Oh yeah, sage that. I let go of negativity and I welcome in positivity. With
So that's about how do you sleep with earrings in, but I've just never had an issue.
I find quite confusing. I mean, I can't really wear earrings because I'm allergic to most earrings.
To be fair, that's the only thing I wear that's gold. I've had these ones since I was 18.
Oh, honey.
I know, I'm surprised I haven't lost them yet, because there's one thing I'm good at, is losing important things.
That's why I also just no longer get jewelry. Like, I just don't. It's
I feel like I can't hear you very well. Like I'm like, is it me?
down. I've just put you down. That's why to light the candle, I put
Stop
you down.
putting me down.
I put the phone down to light my candle for Pride Month.
Look a little hard on my thing. Don't. I need to be held. Anxious girly.
Why are you an anxious girly?
I'm not. You just put me down, and I was sad.
Oh, the phone, not
Oh
you
my
as a
god.
person.
No, not me as a person. Oh,
What
oh wait.
flavor is the candle? I've been asked. I'm glad you asked. It's vanilla and cocoa bean. It's delicious.
For a second, I thought you said I asked, and I was like, I didn't.
No, sorry, someone in the comments. I have a problem with candles. They're my little like. I can't walk by a Sainsbury's home aisle without purchasing something from that aisle.
Does that mean that you purposely walk through the aisle in order to buy a candle, or you
I must. I have to
happen
go
to end up?
look. I just have to. You can't do a grocery shop without going to look.
Just have to be there. That's kind of like me with the like the little what the fuck aisle.
Yes, exactly. The little middle aisle.
The
Exactly.
little middle aisle, and every time I'm like, why would I need this? But yeah, in it goes.
Yeah, there's just some things that give you comfort in life. It's like for my birthday, Maddie was like, "What do you want to do today?" And I was like, "I just want to walk around Oliver Bonus. I don't want to buy anything that's too expensive and it's crazy, but just like looking at pretty home things,
Hmm,
soothing."
same. But Oliver
Do you,
Bonus is the ones that has all them really weird like notes on things, isn't it?
what do you mean?
Like it's the kind of place that has like the live, laugh, love, but like the new version of that.
Yes, exactly.
It's
And
like
it's pastels.
like
It's
life is nothing without a gin.
yes, exactly. It's like talk to me after my second coffee of the day, shit like that.
Yeah.
Not too much. Sometimes it's quite classy. They do sweaters as well.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Like cute things. They've got those little fish jugs at the moment. Have you ever seen have you seen them?
I've not.
I love it when you go to a dinner party and there's a fish jug there because they're like this. So they're like this, they look like a fish. And then when you pour the water, they go glug, 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 glug. And it's a fish glug.
What is making the sound?
The vase, it's like made in a way that when you pour it, the vase goes glug, glug, glug. It's crazy. I've seen
Is it
two.
worth it? Are they expensive?
I don't know actually because I personally they're not my style. But every time they go glug glug glug,
You're like, oh,
I'm
I
like,
like it.
oh, I like that I hear the
Like, like,
music
like.
going glug glug glug. It's really soothing.
I forgot to take my water with me to my netball match, and I feel I've
Dehydrated.
never, when like I could probably go a netball match without drinking a lot of water, but then as soon as I know it's not available to me, I have never felt so thirsty in my entire life.
Just made me think. Yeah, exactly. As soon as it's not there, you need it.
Every quarter, I was like,
You don't want to get cramp either.
no, I brought the bottle, I just didn't fill it up, and then there's no tap anyway.
That's not good.
I just presumed there would be one. What sports facility has no
Don't have a tap.
water fountain?
I know.
Turns out, right, play netball.
Before we start on our Pride special first conversation, someone said, "Do we have predictions for tomorrow's game?" I just hope we win at this rate.
Tomorrow is round 2 of France, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I have a feeling like we might have like a fire now, fire in the belly, fire in the belly. Like, well, we don't have. I think what's something really telling is that everyone's been pushing to have Hannah Hampton or Kiara Keaton in place of Merps, and then the opportunity by bad circumstances happened, and it doesn't seem to have served us very well.
Does not. But I think my one difference between who was playing then and who should play, I don't know if Millie Bright. I would have taken Millie Bright out.
You take Millie Bright out. You think she's not ready post injury?
I think pop on Alex Greenwood. Pop her on. Give her a play. I don't know.
Did she not play at all in the last game?
Who, Millie Bright?
Alex Greenwood.
Alex Greenwood didn't play at all. No.
Oh.
I don't think
I need to watch like the highlights of that game because I've only watched what I've seen on like TikTok.
There was Hannah Hampton did make an amazing save. There was one where I was like, but I can't remember where it was in the game.
Okay. I'll watch.
People are commenting about it.
I need to have a watch. You just feel like you're out the loop, and I am significantly out the loop.
One day. This is what, you miss. It's hard. When I missed that weekend, I was like, oh my god, I feel like I don't know what's going on in the world of football. But it's too much. Tomorrow.
Especially when there's like when you miss like one weekend and it's like WSL season, and you feel like you might as well just never have followed WSL at all. No, nothing. What's the point?
Your hair looks fantastic, by the way. It's falling really lovely.
Thank you. It's actually filled with sweat, and that is what is keeping it in position.
Ruby said, me and my friend were on a call. We both said at the same time, Ali and Courtney are on live, ended the call and came on. Thank you so much, Ruby.
No, welcome.
Al, am I right in thinking you wanted to chat about what was the first? I'm going to let you lead this Pride, baby.
Okay. Terrible thoughts. My thoughts were all over the place. I just thought it would be nice. One, there's a little bit less football. We have one game to talk about that's been and one that's coming. But also Pride Month. And there's one you just spilt.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys.
Was it water? Are you okay?
I don't know. I have a feeling it could have been dinner. I'm not sure where it came from. I don't know. So sorry. Please continue. So sorry I interrupted.
I just thought it'd be nice if we talked about some Pride stuff. And I know, so I thought, how many Mondays are there going to be in this June? Hold on. I got my lappies open.
Well, I don't know I don't do counting.
4 Mondays, 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th. So we could, if everyone says today what they'd like to see in like Pride Month specials, then we can do one for the next few weeks. So like I know at one point someone said like our coming out stories was one thing that they wanted. Someone else said something about like queer safe spaces. I think that was another one. General experience, anything that anyone wants. And then I just think it's not like a nice bit that I didn't have was people who were queer to give me advice, I guess. When I came on.
Ask Courtney and Al.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
We could be like,
my brother just joined. Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. We could be like, oh, someone's put expressing yourself through clothes. That's so interesting because that came up today in, well, not clothes. That came up in the car today. So Katie she meets me at mine, and then she comes to watch me play netball. And then we come back to mine, and then she goes because I'm like, I've got 2 queers, you have to leave. Love it. But then I was saying, this is going to sound really silly, but maybe you'll relate. Or maybe you won't. We'll see. So I was like, my nails need doing. I literally scratched myself in netball, so turns out the rules are there for a reason, have short nails. And I was like, I really want to do them pink, but I was like, but I just feel like that's too straight. And Katie sat there in the car and she was like, what? And I was like, well,
You literally date a girl.
that's exactly what she said. She was like, you literally like vagina. I don't think that your nail colour comes into.
Yeah, man. That's it. Disappears.
But it's so true. It's everything. I remember like when I came out, I suddenly was like, do I dress too straight? Like, does me liking dresses and heels and pink like? And I'm at this really weird stage of like, it sounds ridiculous because we all know it's not me. Like, trying to like mask up a bit, not massively. There's only so far I can go.
That'd be like, when was that stage?
It wasn't really a mistake, but it was like going to things like Pride when I was like single. I was like, well, I might as well not go. Okay, everyone will think, oh, she's a great ally.
But to be fair, you probably would fit in no tea, no shade to the straight girls who just love glitter and are going.
Exactly, that's exactly what I look like. I love glitter and sparkles.
You are Danny Minogue of our time.
No shade, I'm Danny Minogue.
You know what it's giving? Danny Minogue.
It's giving DM, isn't it? Danny Minogue. So yeah, and I said this, and Kate literally sat there and she was like, if you're gay and you like pink nails, then having pink nails is a gay thing. And I was like,
It's interesting that like sexuality becomes something that we express through nails in itself, like through the color of your nails, through our fashion. Like in a way, they feel completely separate, like your sexuality and the way you dress, but they're not. They're like
no.
we have attached links to them.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I keep thinking that I'm completely not over it because like not that you get over it, but like I always think like, oh, and actually discovering like the terms femme mask and getting that terminology kind of made me feel like, oh, I can be gay, I'm just femme. But like all the gay women I'd ever been exposed to were mask or like more traditionally on like the butch side of STEM side. So then I felt like I was an anomaly. Like, how do I like sparkles? How am I such a magpie and like covered in pink and dresses? And then that doesn't fit. I'm missing a beat. But you can totally like both.
Turns out you can just be both. So many people are asking about I Kissed a Girl, which leads us. I think these conversations also is so good to like. I Kissed a Girl brought up a lot of conversations like this, like Nay talking about like how they dress and. I think it was such an important show. Yes, I have watched the final. Ali has not, so we're not talking about it.
Do not tell me.
Because we don't want spoilers, honey.
I'm not doing that to watch for like 2 more days, I don't think.
I can't wait for you to watch it. Oh my god.
I'm gonna choose the other gay thing to watch tomorrow and watch the football. So
okay, you could try to do both.
I don't know if I've got time.
People can put spoilers in my comments, that's fine, but not in Ali's.
Yeah, do not put them on this side. If you put them on this side, I might just cry.
Yeah, exactly. You don't spoil that.
I've avoided it. Do you know who almost read out the result to me? Manager Matt.
No.
He wanted to like be cool and down with me and started going like, oh, so on I Kissed the Girl, have you seen? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely
no spoilers. No spoilers anyway, because Arben's also not caught up and doesn't want spoilers. No comments on the spoilers.
No comments.
Interesting though about fashion, because today I was obviously doing that keep or sell on my live, which was so helpful to be like showing clothes and being like keep or sell.
You need that kind of support.
I do need that kind of support because I have the thing where I think that clothes have feelings and so I can't get rid of any of them, which makes sense because a lot of people were like, why does this give 2010 like that's because that's when I bought it.
That's coming around again soon though.
I don't think those clothes are, but so many of them I look back and like I know Maddie as well feels the same. We had a conversation about it being like that was my straight wardrobe and like my fashion has changed so much. And for me, I found that like really freeing. But interestingly, I spoke to Amy about this when in I Kissed a Girl, they were like, oh, you have like femme, mask, STEM. I said like, I don't really know what I am because I don't think like, I don't feel femme enough to be femme. I don't feel mask enough to be mask, but then I'm also not, I don't. And Amy was like, yeah, I don't know what you are. And I was like,
I'm a mystery.
I'm a mystery. I think Maddie was just like, I think maybe we just don't put enough energy into any of our clothes to be one or the other. And I was like, that's actually so fair. All we do
I wouldn't even say that like Maddie is mask or
I don't know. So we just said I think neither of us we were like, maybe we just don't put enough energy into our fashion to have an identity. I don't know. I
I'm
was
just
like,
going to
what
decline this. A random man has asked to host this live with us, and I'm going to
no,
decline it.
that happens a lot. Or they like the first time I ever did a live, I thought that just meant they were joining the live, so I accepted them. And it was just a man heavy breathing, and I was like, ah, counting my Roman Empire votes, like crying, being like, what is alive?
I think you told me about that.
Like, what do you define a girl who just likes a white tee and blue jeans?
Keeva's put maybe your tomboy femme.
That's what Amy said. That tomboy femme. But I don't even know what I need to Google more.
There's someone that I follow who posts a lot of videos about being tomboy femme, and I will find them. Maybe I relate to your. I think she's Irish.
Oh,
Can't remember her name though.
okay. Well, I'll do a little research.
Someone's put soft mask, and hilariously Poppy has put Justin Bieber core.
Maybe I am Justin Bieber core. If I like did my little fringe. There's gonna be one less lonely girl. And I was like, baby, 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 oh, like baby, baby, baby.
Yeah, kind of Justin. You know what? Justin Bieber does dress a little bit like a lesbian sometimes.
Yeah, he does for sure. Al, did you want to chat about what Pride meant to us, or did you want to move on to the next?
I mean, that could be an option for another day, but I feel like we've covered kind of the Pridey. Do you want to go to your next section? What is the next section? Highlight of the week.
Highlight of the week.
Highlight of the week.
Monday. Oh yeah, highlight of last week. You go first.
Highlight of the week. Okay, so I'm gonna let you have the England game because
No, mine wasn't going to be that, so you feel free.
well, I don't have that. I thought that would be yours, but I don't have it. But what I did have was when I went away. So I went away with my friends from school who I have not told really anything about this thing that we do. And
You
one of the
they
things,
must have been like, what is they doing?
well, I thought that because they were like that for a while, but they have then kind of slightly, some of them, half of them have kind of found out through just working it out. One of them watches every week on Two Queers, and I didn't really even know.
No. You thought you were living a secret life.
He did. And then the other one, like, I kind of told them about it, and I don't know why, but I was so like, so there's like 11, 10 of us, and I was kind of like, oh, I just do this thing, and like, oh, I'm doing this, and oh, we did this thing the other day, and they were like, oh, that's good, stop playing it down, like, you can be excited, and I was like, oh, it's just a silly thing that I do, and they're like, it's cool. So I think my highlight,
you're the one putting it down, not your friends.
yeah, I think I got in my head that like I still, even though I tell myself all the time, like, fight the cringe, it's not cringy, you're just having fun with it. I cringed myself. Like,
yeah, honey.
and
Stop.
yeah, and I think like I was telling them all, and they were like, "Oh, look, you're almost like a completely different. Your ability to post and talk and stuff. It's like talking to one of my friends, and she's like, you never did that. You were like when we were at school, you're like you didn't say a word. You were so quiet. You were so shy. And like the fact that you do this is actually like imagine telling yourself when you were like 13 that you are like. I mean, you're never fully confident or whatever, but like you're confident in yourself. You are what you wanted to be. You're accepting that. It sounds silly, just talked about it, but like liking sport and liking the queer version of me that's obviously always been there, but just been a bit lost, and like embracing it and talking about it, like not even just being like, oh, it's nice that I am, but like willing to put it out there. So yeah, I think the highlight of my week was like talking to my mates about all this football stuff that we do, and then being like, we went to like a final or something, that was so cool, and like actually being like, yeah, it was really cool. And like they were talking about when we went to the Women's National League final, and they're like, when you're in like the media bit, and I was like, yeah, what? I was like, oh yeah, we were just like there. Yeah. They were like, no, it's cool. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you should own it, because also like if you keep putting it down to your friends, they'll get to a point where they won't give it energy because like you know,
like, oh, you don't want to, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like, oh, you don't want to talk about it, but you do, and it's great, and you should be proud. Someone said, why is this having me tear up? Charlotte.
Oh, my friend Trish is here from uni. She's put, it's not silly, it's incredible. Thanks, Trish.
There we go. Go on.
But yeah, I feel like that, like my highlight was actually like being with the people that like have known me for 19 years, and then be like making me maybe realize actually like this isn't our job, and it's not, and it's so something that we've just kind of thrown ourselves into, and it's actually really nice. And they said that you seem lovely too.
Imagine they're like, that girl you do it with though.
Like, not sure about her, but you're doing fine.
Yeah. That's really lovely, Al. I'm so glad you had that weekend.
Yeah, that was my highlight. What was yours?
My highlight was the I Kissed a Girl whole series. Obviously, I watched the final on Sunday, but more importantly, on Saturday, I went to brunch with my friends and I made them watch the first episode. Well, two of us had already watched the first episode, the other two had not. And within like 30 minutes, we were like, actually, within five, we were like, this is game changing, revolutionary kind of TV. We were talking about how amazing it was just to see all different types of women and like all different bodies, all different experiences, and all of them like being confident in their body. And actually, when you remove, one of my friends was like, it's really interesting, like you almost remove, they're not performing for the male gaze.
Yeah.
The confidence that comes out in that, she was like, it's just, she loved it. And I was like, oh, it's so nice to sit with my friends and like watch something like that. And you never realize what you're missing on TV until you see it. And I was like, I don't see that. I never see that kind of representation. And
You
all of
feel
them,
safe to watch. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
It's also like all of their relationships to being queer or gay or however they choose to define was all different as well. Like no one had the same relationship to either how they chose to identify or how they chose to communicate that or how they chose to use fashion. Like everyone was different. That was my highlight, just watching that and being like, this is game changing.
I agree. And we were saying the other day when we were watching it that like the conversations they have are so important, like on it. Like, you know, when you watch Love Island, and I know that they pick the things that they pick, but like the conversations are just about
My
what they
type
like.
on what their type
Yeah,
on
my type
people.
of which is all exciting, great TV. I won't lie, I've watched many a series of Love Island. I'm not going to be one to diss anything. But watching I Kissed a Girl, like the conversations about like the history of the use of the word lesbian, like how things affect you, like by erasure, like really important stuff. That haven't that sometimes if you don't know where to look for those conversations, it can be really hard to find them. And I've had those conversations and myself, and to see like a group of people talking about it and having like the thoughts that I've had, like it's so interesting. And there's things like saying the word like being lesbian, like the word lesbian, I don't use it. Like
No.
actually, I've probably used it more this year than ever before because
Yeah.
I've tried to make a point of it. But like having them have the conversation about it, I was like, yeah, I get it. Like it was the worst thing you could be called at school. Like, oh, she's a right leather. Like, and you're like, oh no, I'm not, no, I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, it was like the worst thing, and like a rumor going around about someone being, I don't know if it's me, but someone being gay, probably it was someone being a lesbian felt far more of an insult than someone being gay at the time. I don't know.
For me at school, well, I went to a drama school and we had gay men in our year, or well at the time they were obviously boys. And I said to my friend, I was like, that always felt fine, like really accepting. We're in a drama school, so everyone is really accepting. But actually, the moment that there was a rumor that someone might be lesbian, I remember people being like, I don't feel comfortable getting changed in front of her. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I don't want to get changed in front of her. Like, she's probably going to look at me. Or, like, what if we have a sleepover? And I remember inside being like, oh, God, I don't want that. Like, I don't want people to say that about me.
Act as straight as possible.
Yeah, and so much so, my friend, this is so fun, when I came out and was older at like 27, my friend and I have always been naked. Like, we've always been like naked people with each other. And she was like, what is wrong with you? Because I came out and then like I felt really weird about being like naked in front of each other. And she was like, why are you being really weird now? And I was like, I don't know. It's because I don't want you to think that I'm looking at you in a like sexual way. And then you're going to be like, I don't want to change in front of Courtney. And she was like, I'm literally not thinking that. We've been friends for over 10 years. And
That's called
you're thinking that. She was like, I think I would literally be like, oh, this is coming from trauma from when I was 14 years old and everyone thought that about girls in the changing room who were maybe gay.
Yeah, it's so true. And like, oh, like Holly's put here, my PE teacher was gay in high school, and I remember students being like, oh, she's staring at me. And I remember things like that. Whenever there's a rumor that a teacher was gay, it was that there's that weird link that is from a very warped set of people of linking like being gay with paedophilia. Like it comes up a lot, and it's so messed up.
What a time for someone to send a little heart to your head. Yeah, it's just, like those conversations
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being younger and being like, oh, thank God I'm not gay and people aren't going to say that about me. And now I'm like,
Green.
yay!
Sorry, just to go back, because I saw a nice comment, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Holly put, you both have truly created such a wonderful, loving, safe space for all, and it's amazing to see. I just thought like that's kind of similar to what you were saying about I Kiss the Girl, like being able to watch that and feel like it's nice. For someone to say that we've created a safe space is like probably the nicest thing I could ever read. The space that we didn't have. And loads of people have agreed with you, Cole. They say I feel this when you're everything you're just talking about.
Oh yeah, woo. All right, well, shall we go on to it's player profile? Yeah.
I'm gonna eat an orange while you do that because I'm starving.
Oh, please do, honey. Okay, so I don't want to pronounce the last name wrong. Megan Rapinoe is our player profile because we wanted to look at someone who's done a lot for LGBTQ plus. And what I found really fascinating is like when I was researching this in footballers, you do so much just by being present in a space where you are visible.
Yeah.
And I thought about like all the out LGBTQ plus footballers that like came to mind straight away. I was like, okay, actually, like I don't know what they've done in terms of charity or fighting or speeches, actually just purely based on their sorry, someone is like Ali opening the orange without breaking eye contact is so triggering.
I didn't wait to think I wasn't listening. It's like typing without looking at the keyboard. I love everything you have to say.
I love the connection. But it's interesting, like just in terms of just being visible is massive. And I don't think like yeah, I just wanted to make that point as well. Like not every single LGBTQ person also needs to be making speeches because not everyone feels comfortable to be an activist in that way. And I was like, there are so many people who just by being visible in this moment and like being seen do so much for the LGBTQ plus movement. But anyway, someone said that ASMR hits different. And oh, this is so funny. 2 queers, some ideas said, Ali, enjoy your green. Because you know Amy gets orange and green confused.
Nice.
Okay. Megan. So Megan, let me see where I want to start. My friend Meg came out in July 2012 in an edition of Out magazine just prior to the London Games, where she would help lead Team USA to a gold medal. Her Olympic career also includes a bronze at Tokyo 2020 and World Cup titles in 2019 and 2015. She's an American former professional soccer football player, and she played as a winger. She spent most of her career playing for Seattle Reign FC and in the National Women's Soccer League, which is the American league. Arbon printed her Dulwich Hamlet shirt the other week and may have taken us with a selfie with it just to prove it. And obviously played for the US national team. She won the Ballon d'Or, as I likes to say, the Ballon d'Or, and was named the best FIFA Women's Player in 2019. Won the gold medal, as I said, with the national team at the 2012 London Summer Olympics. Then I said 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup, 2019 World Cup, and co-captained the national team alongside Carly Lloyd and Alex Morgan from 2018 to 2020. She also previously played for Chicago Red Stars, Philadelphia Independence, and Major Jack in the WPS, which is the Women's Professional Soccer, as well as, who do you think she played for in Europe?
Barcelona.
Lyon.
Oh.
I just
said that because they won everything, didn't they?
I was like, fascinating.
Because as of last week, I know that they were the model for French division football teams.
We are constantly learning in this life. Obviously, a huge advocate for so many different things. LGBTQ plus organizations obviously was instrumental in fighting for the equal pay. And also, what's the documentary of the American women's team? I just watched it and it was so good. And there's a couple of it's something so American. It's like loud or like rah. Winners. What is it
Wow.
called?
Someone's
Something
going to
like
say it.
that.
Someone will say it. Someone will say it.
Someone will say it. What's the American documentary?
Uh,
So in 2013, she received Board of Directors Award from the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center and was included in Time's 100 Most Influential People of 2020. And in July 2022, received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Joe Biden.
nice.
So not only has she won a lot of awards, no one said what. Under Pressure, that was the American documentary. Under Pressure. Just so like, rah, America. And then I wanted to get some of what she has said. So I got some quotes from her interview. So in the pre-match media conference, she spoke about her positive experience of coming out publicly in a magazine interview shortly before the 2012 Olympics. She said, that was a big one. Just the reaction I got, people coming up to me and saying how much it meant to them or how it gave them the space to come out. I think I realized right then, as the popularity of the team started to grow, that people came to see us not just for what we would do on a field, but because they could see themselves in us. How could we use that? How could we use the growing platform to fight for ourselves, but also to fight for other people? And I think like that message in itself, regardless of all the activism she has done, it goes back to that thing of being presented, being visible, being in that space, occupying that space, and just showing that gay women or members of the LGBTQ plus community exist in that space already does so much for people. And the added bonus is she is hugely driven in terms of fighting for equality. And my little fact is she has 5 siblings and a fraternal twin. And I found that interesting because obviously Lucia Garcia, who we covered last time, was also a triplet. Lucia Garcia.
No, wasn't she a quadruplet?
A quadruplet, something crazy.
Wasn't
And I'm
something
like,
crazy?
these little like double like twins just popping out. Anyway, that was my favorite thing. End on a really emotional quote and then go, but she's also got a fraternal twin.
I would hate to be the twin.
I know, literally. I would not.
It's like my friend Susanna's a gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist. I just got a twin brother, and I just hate it. Just everything they do.
Got twin brother.
You just feel like, oh, I'll never be that good.
I just do not.
Oh, we get lots of roses.
Someone said their fave paraphrased quote from Meg, my friend Meg, is that you can't win a game without the gays. It's science. Someone said, what's a fraternal twin? A fraternal twin is when you're not identical. And obviously, boy-girl twins can't be identical because...
Are they? Is it a brother?
Yeah, brother. I think... Oh, no, it might not be. I thought it was a brother. Let me double check.
My friend once looked at a set of twins.
Oh, it's not a brother. It's a... Oh, sorry. Meg's fraternal twin sister, is also a football player who played as a midfielder and a forward. Oh no, played for the USA, but in the under-23 soccer team, so maybe never made it as an adult. Ow.
But we don't think like that. It's still a win for women.
They do look kind of similar. Oh, look at a photo of them together. Sorry everyone, it is a sister.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's a little photo of them together.
Oh god, this is like watching my mum's
friends.
Oh my god, this is a roller coaster. Oh, there they are.
Oh look, it's so cute.
Cute.
Anyway, that's Megan, my friend Meg.
Best friend Meg.
Best friend Meg.
Best friend Meg. Someone said here another fact, but I didn't want to say it in case you were going to say it anyway. Apparently, if you guys like reading, there's a WOSO romance called Cute, and
I ordered it.
It's been adapted to screen by Megan Rapinoe and Sue Bird.
Yeah, because they just started their own production company. I know this because I've been looking at them to obviously see if they want to read my script. But Cute, I just bought the book so I can read it because they've just started their own production company, and that was one of the first things that they optioned. The Venn diagram of WOSO payers and people with twin siblings needs to be studied.
What was that, sorry?
Someone said the Venn diagram of WOSO players and people with twins needs to be studied. And Arbin said there are so many USWNT players that have twins.
Oh, my eyebrow went up from that ding, and I felt like it was my eyebrow ding.
God, I don't know. Yeah, that was from my laptop. It was just Maddie saying goodnight.
What an aggressive ding.
That's Meg. Someone said Beth England has a twin sister. Are they talking about me? Is it because I've got a bun? That's the second Beth England comment.
It couldn't be me. It's not me.
Someone said Beth England looks different. So I'm like, well, now someone else has said, like, does Beth England have a twin sister? And I don't think they're talking about me. But I don't think any of us look like Beth England.
Oh. Beth England actually, yeah, someone just said actually does have a twin. Aubrey Kingsbury. My God, I can't speak. US national team goalie is also a twin.
Oh my God. Sorry, Al. Continue. I just had an epiphany. Please continue.
No, I'm done. Continue your epiphany.
They weren't saying Beth England has a twin sister, as in me, I look like Beth England. They were saying that Beth England has a twin sister.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that. Did you actually think that? I thought you were just like, is it me? I was like,
no, Al, I actually thought that. I went, why are so many people saying like, oh, Beth England looks a little different? And I was like, are they talking about my tiny bun? Al, the whole time I've been like, okay, what am I giving off Beth England? Do I look like Beth England? And then so many people have been like,
we were on such different pages because I did not think that for a second was what you. Even when you read the comment out, I didn't think that's what you meant. I just thought they were saying, "Oh, Beth England has a twin."
No, I literally thought someone was being rude about me and being like, "Oh, I don't know why I thought rude, but I just been like, yeah, that girl looks like Beth England." And then I was like, okay, why is everyone thinking I look like Beth England's twin? But it turns out she just legitimately has a twin.
Someone's put, you low-key look like you could be Beth Mead and Viv's child. And I don't know if that's me or you, but I don't know.
We'll both take it.
One of us looks like Beth Mead and Viv's child. Who knows? But in my head, their child looks like a Cocker Spaniel. So.
They only have one child and it's called Miley.
And it is a small Cocker Spaniel. Oh, whoops. Oh my God, I almost left the live. Oh!
Imagine no! Section next. What am I going to talk about?
Just sit there. Last time I left the live unexpected, I was banned.
That's true.
Okay, next section.
Yes.
I had absolutely no fucking idea about. It's a bit of a rogue one. Pride special. So I just thought we could do things that are sporty stuff related to Pride that's happening that you might not know about because it's June. So why not? And also, I think the one thing that women's football has that clearly isn't yet present in the men's game is it's really open about being a safe space for queer women, and non-binary folks as well. So I had a little bit of a goog, a little bit of a pre-2 quiz goog, gagged googed, but I wasn't that gagged because it was quite nice researching, not like shocking. And there's a few things happening. Number one.
Tell me more. I'm going to write these down as well.
Number one. So London Pride is on the 29th. We are at the netball, but we can maybe make it back for something.
Oh shit, are we at the netball on the 29th?
We're at the netball final, yeah.
God, I just booked a comedy gig in. I need to change that.
Oh, we need to change that.
Wait, 29th of June or July?
June.
Okay, got it.
Okay, is the comedy thing in July?
No, it's in June.
Okay. Well, we're on the 29th of June. 29th of June, it's also Pride. And we're off to the final in Birmingham. Okay. Well, we're on the 29th of June. 29th of June, it's also Pride. And we're off to the final in Birmingham. 8th, on the Friday at Stamford Bridge, there's an event called Football Pride. It's all day. It's £20 and it's a celebration of football, of LGBT culture celebration in football. I think it's hosted by the Chelsea Football Foundation or something. Had like an official name, Football Foundation, some of those lines. Oh wait, no, I have it written down here. Football Pride, Chelsea FC, Stamford Bridge. Okay, it doesn't say that, but it starts at 9:30, and there is a performance. And you might know this, I don't know this. There's a performance from a theatre production called Pitch, and it's about a grassroots team.
Yes, I know of the production. I've not seen it myself.
There you go. They're doing a performance there. Then there's also loads of talks. One of them I thought sounded quite good, which was called A Tournament Truly for All, and it's about the Men's World Cup 2026, and if they are actually able to make it inclusive, and about like the locations and things like that and where they're hosting it. So I don't actually know where this one's being hosted, but obviously there's the Qatar World Cup, which, you know, it wasn't given inclusion.
It wasn't.
It wasn't giving welcome. That's what I was saying. Then, so that one's in London. I also couldn't find the exact date, but I found one thing that said there's basically a copy and paste version of something similar, not led by the same people, but I think it's in Manchester. But I will find more about that because I found one article that mentioned it and then it disappeared. Like I couldn't follow any links or find any more information. So I will research that. The next thing was, and is this the event that you're doing? Something came up called Thursday the 6th of June. There's an exhibition launch called Sporting Queer.
Oh, it came up. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. So if you are around on Thursday the 6th of June, there is an event called Sporting Queer in London, and Courtney is emceeing it.
I shall be. That's so cute. I love
Yeah, you came up on my research, and I was like,
well, she's sporty, she's queer.
And I can't go, and I'm very upset about it.
I have work, so I understand.
I know. I am also doing something very gay. I'm also on a panel, but
yeah. You can tell us about it. Can you tell us about it? Is it like, and can you not, if it's work?
I can tell you that it's internal, but it's sorry, Albus is being so loud. I can't believe he's a rabbit. Can you hear him?
No. Oh no, I can.
He's gnawing through a piece of wood. It's just not or anything else. But in my panel it's in the company that I work for, which is a pharmaceutical company, and then they have it's called LGBT Voices of a Generation. So they have like someone in Gen Z and the millennial, someone in Gen X, and then
I love that.
Is it Boomer? But so it's out to the whole company. So I am shitting myself a little bit, to be honest.
What are you talk about?
So I've been sent the 10 questions, and it's like but it's all on Zoom because the headquarters are in Chicago. So I'm a bit nervous because it's not like I can bounce off someone, and I've had the rehearsal and everything, but they're like don't answer anything because we want the organic responses to your question, to like what you like. Yeah. Like don't rehearse your answers to us because we want to see like how everyone bounces off each other. So I think I'm fine.
You'll be amazing. You do a live every Monday, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I've done stuff like this. I've just not done this to like this many people. I think there'll be about 400 people in it.
Babe, your live gets more than 400 people on a Monday in total.
Yes, either way.
Maybe just think about it like that.
Maybe. One of the questions as well is something like, hold on, which is quite interesting. So one of the really important people, he was like, oh, so I went away with work. My little notebook that you got me. Look at how neat it looks. I made loads of notes on it and I like highlighted them and everything.
Al, is that the right way for a notebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, yeah, it's obviously I'm on the flip side. I was like, why is the spine on the weird way? That makes sense.
So one of the questions is,
well, the reason I got you the notebook is because I know you take all your notes for 2 queers in a notebook, and I thought, well, maybe she should have a football dedicated one.
Exactly, and I like it. I like themes. One of the questions is, and they're giving me this question directly, what role has technology played in connecting LGBTQ individuals across different generations and geographic locations? And they were like, we think that you might have a good answer to this. And I was like, I do somewhat use the social media. Somewhat involved. And then one of the guys who's like,
so is Albie okay?
Huh?
Is your rabbit okay?
Yeah, he's stopped now. I think he's tired himself out.
Also, did you mention Green Day?
Green Day?
Someone said there's also Green Day at Wembley. Just random facts. Is that an event? I'll Google it while you continue talking.
A band?
Yeah, that's why I was like, they're playing?
They still around?
I'm not doing a comedy gig on the 29th. I'm doing it on the 26th, but I get 6 and 9s confused.
Fair. We've all got our thing. I think we went through this last week.
Day and D's and 6 and 9s.
I mean, it's and instead. Yes, that's what mine's on. So it'll be good. It'll be done. So yeah, Sporting Queer. Court, do you want to tell us what Sporting Queer is about?
I do, but I think they might just mean the band Green Day.
Oh,
Which, like, thanks so much for letting us know, but I don't think I'm going to go watch Green Day.
no, they're not for me.
Sporting Queer, what is it? Oh, they're playing the same day as Pride. Green Day are playing the same day as Pride. Anyway, beside the point. Sporting Queer is it's an art exhibition, so it's a collection of photographs of various athletes who identify as part of the LGBTQ plus, and their story. So it'll be like a portrait of them, and then next to it is their story. And so it'll be an art exhibition at the beginning, and then it'll be a panel hosted by moi, where I'm interviewing two of the athletes who are part of the art, and I am interviewing another athlete who identifies as LGBTQ plus, and I'm also interviewing an ally who is the basically runs like London Marathon and tries to make it more inclusive and a more inclusive space. So basically, it'll be a little panel just talking about that and like what big companies in sport are doing to make sport more inclusive and how sport, like how companies can actually do that within sport.
Yeah, that it's actually not just lip service and they're actually doing something in Pride Month or for Pride charities, whatever.
Because that's what I like have a. I was thinking today when you said like, what does Pride mean to me? And I was like, I feel like I have a very complicated relationship to it because of the way that companies interact with Pride Month. It makes me be like, ah!
Yeah. Since I've become more aware of it as well, like it's made me like if I see something that has just got like a rainbow love heart on like the fairy liquid or something, it makes me pick up the bottle and see does it have then next to it, we're supporting this charity, in which case I'm like, okay, good, fine. Rather than like I think for ages ASOS just always had a rainbow love heart on the saved list for Pride Month. I was like, there's this fine line, isn't there, to showing that you support Pride versus how you actually supporting Pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a weird rainbow washing. That's what it's called. Thank you, Kiva. But it's so true. It's like a fine line.
It's such a complicated. Yeah, it's a fine line. It's a fine line.
But speaking of things that support Pride, carrying on with what I was saying. So the other thing that I found was, so do you know the charity Stonewall?
Yes.
So they have ran for the past 11 years a campaign called Rainbow Laces, which encourages teams, including that I think loads of Premier League teams and stuff do it, where they wear the rainbow laces that Stonewall provide that shows that they're inclusive or that it's meant to be a symbol that they are an inclusive team, an accepting team. And you can get your rainbow laces from stonewall.co.uk. We're not affiliated with them, but I just think that's a great place to go. And I think they are like the leading LGBT charity in the UK.
Stonewall.
I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, I was just replying. You know what I realised you can do on comments? You can reply via typing. So I was just typing one of the messages to someone. Yeah. So then I don't have to interrupt you. I can just reply with the typing. But if you see my face go, that's because that's what I pull when I'm typing.
Also, I do not think I can. Everything would just shake so hard if I try that. No, I'm not going to try. I can't do it. I can't multitask like that.
So sorry, you were saying about Stonewall.
Yeah, so Rainbow Laces, what is it about? Yeah, so it's meant to be a visibility method of inclusive and accepting teams. So you have sometimes the whole team wear them, sometimes one player will wear them, and they encourage people to wear them either during Pride Month or some point throughout the seasons without it being Pride Month, just as a sign of being support and inclusive.
See, I would prefer that it's worn throughout the year at different than just in 1 month. But so is this for football players? Because then what confuses me is, is it only the Olympics that the band was banned? Not the Olympics, sorry, the World Cup. So this would be like in the league that it would be allowed.
Yes. And the other thing is that there is studies from this that says that when you join a team that shows that they are inclusive or they have visible inclusivity and you are a member of the LGBT community, whether you're out or not, your performance as a player improves. So you will, if it's one less thing that's on your mind when you're playing, you will play better. Like if you're not thinking, if my girlfriend comes to cheer me on, will someone then know that I'm gay, and then will my teammates not give me as many opportunities to because they don't like it? But as soon as they see a sign of visible acceptance, inclusion, whatever it may be, and that could be something like the Rainbow Laces, you will instantly have one less thing that you're worried about, and your performance ability will all go up.
And I guess it trickles down, like if there is already a community of acceptance, like compassion, love, that trickles down to all aspects of life.
Yeah.
That's such a good little fact. I'm going to put that in my brain.
There is actually, and you know how much I bloody love a study. There is a whole study on LGBT performance and it is in work, but it also relates to whatever your work may be. So if your work is a sports field, it still applies. On people who are in openly accepting LGBT environments and the business output that they create when they are able to actually be openly whatever they may be, whether they be openly gay, openly trans, whatever it is that they identify as, or what their sexuality is. If you're able to be that with your manager, your team, I think your senior management, and something else, and if you feel openly safe to say, as a gay woman in work or something like that, you have something like 33% less sick days. You have your business output is something like 25% greater. Your mental health days for your entire team decrease. So even if you don't have, even if you don't feel the moral obligation to show that your team is inclusive or anything like that, it actually benefits you as a team and as a company slash business to invest in making sure your inclusion is visible.
And that is why you do so well at your job. Also because you do so much within your job for this. Like, I know that's extra added to your workload, but like you're making major changes in your workplace environment.
Yeah, it's something that actually so I set up with one other person, the LGBT employee resource group when we started. One of the really interesting things is, someone asked, where do you get the laces? Stonewall. Yes, Holly, you are correct. It's Stonewall. When we started it, one of the things that we didn't realize was I thought we'd just be helping people who are like LGBT persons who work within the company and like wanted a network. But what actually happened was loads of people came to us and was like, oh, I'm pretty sure that my daughter's gay and she doesn't know how to talk to me about it. And there was so many who just they've never had, then when they were growing up, they weren't allowed to talk about it, so they didn't. And then now they've got an 18, like someone I think came to us and they said that their child was like 13 and they were like, I'm pretty sure that they want to tell me, but they think I don't accept it because I don't know how to use the words. Like, I don't know how to tell them like what. And then we were able to like create this network of matching people up with either someone who had been through it themselves. So we have like a network of parents who are like parents. We call them like the allied parents, like parents of LGBTQ kids. And then we like ask them when they come to us, like, would you mind if we gave your name to someone else who doesn't know? And they've all said things like, now when I'm at work and it like something will happen at home that I feel like maybe it wasn't my grandest moment. Like I didn't. There's one guy and he said like he's from Northern Ireland and he was like, when I grew up, like everything was anti-gay. And then my son, when he was 12, he told me that he was gay and I thought I'd failed as a father. He was like, it wasn't my best moment. I really screwed it up. And now he takes himself, after he spoke to some other guys at work, he takes himself to, he called it the Rainbow Project, I think, where he goes and he learns about how to be a better parent to a gay son. And like we've linked him up with other people and he like takes what he's learned and he like, oh, it's so nice. And I just think you don't know how you're going to help people. Like I never would have foresaw that as something that came out of it, but people then say you perform better when it's not even you who can be openly gay. It's you could talk about it with your colleagues, because if you have a worry about your kid, you don't just come to work and turn that off. Like you're going to keep thinking about it. And I guess it'd be the same on a team. If you want to come, you like when I go to netball, I go and I like, it's my turn off moment. Like my brain goes off. But if I like had a kid who'd come out and I was straight and then they just told me something about it, like, oh, I've got to go to netball, and then I go to netball and I meet my team, I wouldn't just turn off the fact that I was thinking about that, and they would be like, oh, what's wrong? And then you'd want to be able to say to a safe space, oh, this just happened. But if you didn't know that your team were all accepting, like you might not, and then you might not play as well. Like it works in so many different ways. So yeah, I just think us all talking about it is just like a really good thing, and it's shown that in my workplace, and I think it shows that everywhere you do. Sorry, it went off on one bit there.
Oh, don't worry. I think it's so helpful. Like, I think for parents as well, knowing that they have friends and people their age who are supportive. Like, I know for my mum, a big thing for her was like, what will my friends say? Because she
Yeah.
didn't know, because they'd not had the conversations, and everyone ended up being fine, but like she didn't know that.
Mm.
Um, and so it's good to like, I can imagine like having a community where you already know that everyone's supportive means that when that happens in your life, you just go, oh yeah, this happened, and there's no like fear. Yeah, it's parents. Parents are interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well. Like we've had, and I can tell me to be fair as well. Like my parents aren't great with it, like really not. And I now have there's people who've joined the network. There's like older gays, like there's a woman called Gemma who, she's the only like older lesbian that I know, and she's the only person of like an older woman age who's like I've spoken to about being gay, if that makes sense, and it's only been positive.
Mm.
Um, so it's given me selfishly, it's given me loads as well. It's not like I'm like skipping around being careless Sally. Like she has given me what I lacked or like missed. And it is important. Like if I'd only gone off my mum's response, I'd still be in the closet really probably if that was the only one that I had. Um, so yeah, I think it's good that we talk about all this stuff, and if there are places to go, and like if something as simple as seeing someone wearing some rainbow shoelaces makes you feel like you could be safe once a week playing that sport, then I think that's really important. And that's my I had absolutely no fucking idea about.
And everyone is weeping.
Sorry.
No, it was really lovely, Al. I mean, mine's not going to be like, okay, now I'm going to do, did you see that thing?
Sorry, I feel like I've really low like brought the tone down.
No, it's not bringing the tone
Let me
down.
reset.
No, it's not bringing the tone down at all. It's important to have these conversations, and it's Pride Month, and we're talking about all the intricacies of what that means. So it's not bringing the tone down. Things can still have uplifting tone, and they are serious conversations that we want to have. So don't worry about it. It was great, Al. So did you see that thing? This section is actually dedicated to a good friend of ours, Arbin, who gave me an education,
Education.
honey. So my did you see that thing is the NWSL is restarting on the 8th of June, and I have no idea about it, but I'm gonna learn about it. So the 8th of June, Arbin set me some good things to look at. So most of the time, the timings of it are ridiculous because it's like 2 in the morning. Honey, I have a strict 10:30 bedtime, except on a Monday where I have leniency. Arbin said, sent you War and Peace in a WhatsApp, to be fair. Arbin did send me War and Peace in a WhatsApp. So 8th of June, but the recommended one that Arbin had sent, did you see that thing, is Angel City are playing Gotham at 5 p.m.
Oh, that's
on the
Saturday.
8th of June. Is that correct, Arbin? Sorry.
Is that
So,
Friday? No, Saturday. Friday.
dates? What's today? Yesterday was the 3rd. Today was the 4th. No, today's the 3rd.
Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday, 5 p.m. Gotham are playing Angel City. If you want to learn more about Angel City, they have a documentary out. As Arbon has described to me, great teams, both of them are great teams with a big identity. Gotham have a very high number of USA players. So if you know USA players, you might want to support Gotham. But, and I counteracted this, Angel City does have Natalie Portman and Eva Longoria and Christina Aguilera as their backers, and Glennon Doyle.
Oh my
and
god, Eva Longoria.
Come on. I feel like it's going to be Angel City for the win. But Arbin did tell me Angel City, while they do have Natalie Portman, Eva Longoria, etc., 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 they aren't necessarily the strongest. Like they have a lot of commercial oomph because of all of that backing, but they're not necessarily the strongest team.
That's Angel FC.
Yes, Angel FC. Their documentary is very good. It is fantastic. Like watching how they basically. Do you know much about FC?
No,
Or
is
like,
that the one where there's the clip where someone moves Natalie Portman out of the way to take a corner?
yes. So Angel FC, and correct me if I'm wrong, Arbin as well, because I watched documentary a really long time ago. Um, Started because of the problems within women's football of like misconduct, abuse of power, etc. Started by a group. It was mainly started as a way, like I think it was started by. It's the biggest majority female funded and owned football club, and basically massively influential and like making positive moves for LGBTQ plus representation and supporting women and LGBTQ plus umbrella. So their documentary is really interesting. I'd give it a watch.
What's the documentary called? Do you know?
I think it's called Angel City.
Oh, sure. And where can one watch?
So the game, Arbin, where can we watch the game? Sorry, hold on.
Someone's just said, have you watched I Kissed a Girl? You've just arrived. Do not tell me anything. I don't want to know. I'm 2 episodes behind. No.
So it's 3 episodes that you can watch, and I just typed in Angel City, and it's just comes straight up. Oh, you can watch it on Now, which is what I watched it on, or HBO, but I watched it on Now TV.
I have neither.
And Apple TV. You can also watch it on Prime.
Oh, Prime.
Yeah.
Finally, that was such a tease. You really went around the houses.
Oh, no, you can't because it's American Prime, but I can see if I can lend you my Apple. But it's also on Now, which Now I can definitely lend you. It's really good, but yeah, my Did You See That thing is the Women's National League starts on the 8th. I'm going to be tuning in just to see if I can learn some more. A lot of people posting who their favourite players are. Endo and LaRue from Angel FC. Okay, I'm going to give them a look. It's always like WOSO fan. That's what I call you in my little TikToks. NWSL Plus for free, so we can watch it on NWSL Plus for free.
Oh, cool. Also, someone's put Sam Mewis does an NWSL weekly podcast. It's really
amazing.
News.
I'm going to be learning a lot about that.
Yeah.
Giving it a go.
If an England player goes to play in the USA, can they still be called up to play? Someone's put question time. If an England player goes to play in the USA, can they still be called up to play for the Lionesses? And the answer is yes, because I think it's just like any other. I think it's just like any other league where they come back for international breaks. Bit like when we Sam Kerr goes back to Australia to play for the Matildas.
Oh, they said yes. Look at Rachel Daly. Oh, because Rachel Daly played for an American team before, didn't she?
Yes.
Oh, and also we've got Jen, who's with Bay FC. Is that right?
Yeah, but she's retired from international football, hasn't she?
Oh, sorry, no. I was just saying, as in to support Bay FC, we could decide to support Bay FC if we want.
Also, did the Matildas have a game today? Was it versus China?
I did think I saw but
I think they lost the one at the weekend, didn't they?
Against China.
I think so.
Eek.
Did I make that up?
I don't think no, I don't know if they lost it. I know they won.
Today they won. Oh yes, today they won 2-0.
They won 2-0. Yeah, it just got.
They drew the other day. No, wait. First game was 1-1. Yeah, okay. Everyone, thank you. Second game today was 2-0.
Someone said that they thought Lucy Bronze came back from the US because she wasn't getting call-ups. Interesting. Well, I guess no. They'd still send outs.
Sophie said Rachel Daly used to date Christy Mewis when they played together.
I did know that because when Sam Kerr played Rachel Daly, there was like all that TikTok about it.
Sam Kerr dated Rachel Daly?
No, played against Rachel Daly. Obviously, when
I was like,
yeah, sorry. When Australia played England, people were like, "Oh," and I was like, oh, "Okay."
Okay, I do kind of remember that actually.
Yeah, it's WOSO law.
Ringing bells, WOSO law. We love law. Also, did you see that thing? And I'm going to ask Katie to correct me in the comments because I'm going to get it wrong. I think also the Northern Irish League has just started or is starting. It runs over the summer or it... Katie, help.
Katie, where are you sitting on a car?
Where are you? She said yes, with an exclamation mark. Starts in June, runs to October. Is that what it was? Started in May to October. And and we are supporting Katie.
Please tell me Katie's not in the car outside.
Katie, who is
Open the window. Katie. Who are you supporting?
Glen Torin.
Okay, well, I guess that's who I'm supporting too.
That's who you're supporting by default, I presume. As a friend, as her friend. You're not allowed to.
Oh, I've got
You
that
apparently
little,
play just near her house in Belfast.
I've got my little puzzle thing to do, the verification.
Oh yeah, actually reminded me ago. There you go, let's go to the
Yeah,
Northern
that's why I
Ireland.
didn't see that thing. We've got NWSL to catch up on. Or to start, rather than to catch.
Yes, to start. I know nothing other than that Jen Beattie plays for BFC and that's it.
That's a start.
Also, there's the tour. Did you see that thing? Chelsea tour. They're playing Gotham FC in August.
Oh, I didn't. That's very cool.
There's a chance I might be going because my friend lives in New York and I was debating a trip.
Do it.
And we can get flights for like 350 quid for a week. We'll do. Accommodation's free. Huh?
Have you been to New York?
Once for my graduation holiday. I used to work at a hotel and I used to get, when you miss an employee discount, miss it so bad. I used to get 75% off all hotels on Intercontinental Group all around the world. So, and you got 3 months. You got the second that they came up, you could book them. You had 3 months to book them. So we booked all the flights, and I was waiting, and I got the flights. I stayed in Times Square in a was it Crown Plaza? Oh, it was bougie as, can't remember. And I got it for $99 a night, slipped in my friend. So $50 a night, so like 40 quid a night. We were so out of place. We like rocked up. It was our little graduation holiday. And like, everyone was so minute, and also got 50% off all food and drink in where I stayed. And obviously it's a really nice hotel, so I loved it. Oh my god, I love that discount so much. Because whenever you go away, the most expensive thing is a hotel, right?
You'd also have to go back to that job house, so let's just remind you of that.
Yeah, true. I didn't love that job. Well, it had funny bits to it, but it wasn't, the best job.
Shall we go to I'm proud of?
Yes, let's do it.
So this is the section where we say either something, you could say something you're proud of yourself or something you're proud of someone else for doing. And then you pop it in the comments and we all go, yeah, it's proud of you. And it's a very wholesome moment and I love it. It's my favorite. I used to do it, the reason it started is I used to do it with all my tutees who were like 6 to 14. And can you imagine 14-year-olds being like, at the end of a session, yeah, I'm proud of this. But honestly, by like 3 weeks in, they were waiting. They'd be like, oh, we got to do the I'm proud of. And I was like, you best believe it. How's your 11 plus?
That. Catherine's put, oh my god, I woke up in time for I'm proud of. Yes, you did. I have one for you. I'm proud of the fact that you didn't actually break the news that you'd been to Arsenal for the Fowlies launch before you were supposed to.
I was gagged.
Yeah,
I took a lot. I mean, I did tell Ali, obviously, but
you
know when you're like, they're like, you can't tell anyone anything, and I'm like,
I don't know.
Okay, but I'll have to tell Ali. Obviously. I'm proud to. One of my friends being like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, it also got to the point where I forgot that I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then I just uploaded it and people were like,
it's like, I knew. Yeah, because Amy
was like, sorry,
when did you meet Carrie Cooney Cross? And you were like, oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to say anything.
So sorry, like NDAs. Why was I like this? I was proud to.
Bros put, did you reveal whether you'd rather have a fin or a tail to them?
I don't know if I think I said I wanted a tail that I could hide, but now I can't remember.
Well, the opportunity's gone now.
Go on now. Let's debate yours. You go on.
What am I going on?
No, what do you want? A fin or a tail?
Fin. I say it every time, a fin.
No,
you swim places.
At one point you wanted a kangaroo tail.
I got confused. I was tired, and then I said I'd always say kangaroo tail. That's the one tail that I wouldn't mind, a kangaroo tail.
I don't understand why the one you wouldn't mind is the largest one.
Because it's useful, like go hard or go home. If I'm going to have a tail, I'm going to have the best tail going.
Kangaroo tail.
Huh?
Everyone would know you had a kangaroo tail.
I don't care, who knows? I'll be out with the kangaroo tail. Fine. Think of all the things you
Proud
could
of your kangaroo tail.
think of all the things you could do. Like you could like bounce down the road. You could think about your speed when you run. Have you seen one of them things go?
No, but
Quite
that's on
speedy.
their legs, not on their tail, surely.
No, they use their mainly the tail. That pushes them off.
No, it does. I need to Google this.
I'm pretty sure. And like they lean on it. They lean like these bits don't really do much, but they'll lean back on their tail and it bends like that, and then they lean their backs on it and they can use their legs.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
really useful. Like,
their feet, their footsies.
yeah. So I think that's what I'd rather have. No, but that's only if I can get that tail. Otherwise, a fin because yeah. See, Amy's put they lean back on it and batter someone with their legs. So I think Amy would really like that too.
You would really like it.
That's right up her street.
Al, I'm proud of you for all the amazing things you're doing at work. It is Pride Month, and to honour that, I am very proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, appreciate you.
But be prepared for me to be stressy and barely talk to you this week.
I
Because
can't wait. Oh bless. Libby said, proud of Courtney for clearing her wardrobe. Me too.
well done.
I'll send you anything that sparkles.
Thank you. Okay, I missed a few. Kiva is proud of herself for organising a Pride event with 3 authors at a bookshop I work in. That's very cool.
Amazing.
What's the bookshop? Holly's proud of her friends getting to see people you care about. Oh, I'm proud of my friends getting to see people you care about achieve amazing things. Makes me proud.
Arbin said, I'm proud of launching 2 major kit drops in 2 weeks. Yeah, shout out Fowdies if you want your kit. Go
Shout out
to
to Arbin.
Fowdies.
Have you recovered yet? Are you stressed? Have you got your rewards? Do you get the shirt?
You get a shirt.
Shelley's put, I'm proud of you ladies for continually being yourselves, being honest, inclusive, and just lovely girls. Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute.
Really nice.
2 Queers, Some Ideas, the fan page, said, I'm proud of you going to the game on Friday. I didn't go to the game on Friday. I watched it from the pub, and neither did Ali.
Didn't.
So someone went to the game on Friday.
I was in. Where was I in? Jersey.
Kaza says, what fin and where's it go? Because like sitting down, fitting on planes, question mark.
No, it's.
You think on your back. You've gone for a shark fin.
Yeah, speedy. It's the most common fin.
That doesn't help you swim though.
It helps me glide.
That's aesthetic. That'll help you clear out the sea.
Okay, then fine. I'll have a normal swimming fin.
Just one.
Is
You just go in circles.
it Nemo that's got one fin?
No, he's got a little small fin. Because of the attack.
Oh yeah.
That snaps his little egg.
I'll take a good fin.
Marvin's like, no. Oh, it's so sad. And then he's in the anemone.
Oh, his dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Marvin was.
I will never forget Marvin. Mainly because when I went to go watch Finding Nemo at school, I got in trouble because I snuck out and tried to get popcorn and my teacher shouted at me.
Outrageous behaviour. You've always been a rebel.
I know. So many proud of me for going through my wardrobe. Proud of 6 long years and finally graduating. Oh, Amy! I'm proud of both you baddies for doing live. Amy! She switched sides. So nice to see you.
Come back. Lisa's put, not happened yet, but proud of myself for turning 32 on Thursday in a better place than I was 2 years ago. Get that. Feel you. Well done. Proud of my brother for actually studying for his junior cert, and in bracket, I thought it said cert Irish state exams. I got confused. I read it wrong, but now I understand. Well done.
Hilda's proud that they ran for the first time after their ACL surgery today.
Caitlin, good luck with your exam tomorrow. Mission for next week, investigate how we can go watch Lucy in Barcelona next season. We can do that. I'm sure we can do that research.
Holly, who's making our glasses, messaged me today. They've just said, shout out for today, Courtney, for explaining to me how cool Fowdies is. I got a voice note today from Holly going, hope it's okay to voice note you. I don't understand. Who is Fowdies? What do they do? Who are they? And I was like, let me
They
break
do all the good stuff.
This is why they're amazing.
And their team are just really nice. I said it to Arvin the other day. Like, they're like a family, and I love that.
No.
It doesn't like. It's just a really lovely family vibe, and you know when you see Arvin on the press making the t-shirt.
I love. Where did that come from? What is it?
It is.
Did he reach something? Oh my god! 2 Quiz, Some Ideas.
What?
said, I might have to expose who I am to send you a pic of my PowerPoint about these lives. To quiz some ideas is doing a PowerPoint for English where they're talking about the growth of women's football and they wanted to use our lives as like one of those things that grows women's football. I'm desperate to know who they are. Sorry, it's not Marvin, it was Marlon.
Oh yeah, that sounds way more likely. Marlon
That
sounds
sounds like a
like
fish. That sounds like a fish.
quick pause on this one. I'm going to focus on this one. Jada said she's proud of herself for coming out to her brother whilst listening to this live. I'm really, really proud of you. Well done. I hope you feel good and I hope they took it well. That's really great. Happy Pride Month. Oh God. No.
God!
Don't do it. I can't.
They're happy tears, they're not sad tears.
The happy tears.
I hope you're okay. Oh my God, it got really hot.
Jade's getting lots of love hearts. Good. Send them through. Oh. That's really well done. That's horrible. Not horrible. That's hard. Let's say it's hard.
You know what? What a glimpse into what that experience was like. That's horrible. What? That's a
Sorry, that's trauma. I meant that's hard. Hopefully, it's not horrible.
I'm crying. You're like, that's horrible. What a glimpse into. And catch us on Two Quiz Ideas next week.
Are we talking about our coming out experience? Oh, Jade, well done. Have a reward. Get a chocolate bar.
Get chocolate bar.
Honestly, that's literally that's like the nicest thing I've ever read, that you did that because of this. There you go. She sent lots of these.
The screen, or am I the wrong side?
The wrong side, but maybe it'll make it right if I do.
No, that makes it wrong. Yeah, that makes it right for me.
That makes it really wrong for me. I wish I could show you what
Let's do it right for you. Let's do it right for you.
Yeah, that's right for me.
It said you two should both be proud. Why am I getting so emotional? Because you help so many people come to terms with their sexuality, whether you know it or not. Your influence is immense. And I had someone as well message, which will pass along to you, saying very similar things. Lauren said, I do just want to say I'm proud of you guys for creating a safe space and being so supportive. Holly said you're both incredibly important.
Oh God, I can't go this on Monday night.
It's just nuance. It's a nuanced conversation. What does pride mean to us? I don't know what it means. I'm figuring it out, but I'm crying hysterically. Tears stream down your face and I. What's that song? We'll fix you.
Fix you?
Is it? Yeah, I thought so.
Someone just joined. Wait, why are we crying? Football.
I came here to learn about the football. Why is this girl crying?
Why is this girl crying? The other one confused.
So much. Lauren said you guys have helped me feel more comfortable in myself as we learn more about WOSO. So thank you. Well, I mean, okay, I'm not going to stop. I'm stopped crying. I'm good now.
Okay, maybe tomorrow or some point in the week we make a TikTok where people can put other thing, if there's anything Pride Month specific that you want us to talk about next week, and then we can prepare our content for the two quiz on Monday.
Yes, answer questions, prepare content, write it in notebooks.
As Amber said, live, laugh, love lesbians and everyone else.
Great. Oh yeah, Arbin requested a player profile, but Arbin, can you send me a message to tell me who the player profile was again, because I can't remember now. Love you. Ow, guess what?
What?
Love you.
Well, I can't get as close as you. There's too much table in the way.
Ow, guess
Love
what?
You too.
No, guess what?
What?
Guess what? Something else. Guess what?
What?
Love you.
Love you too.
Gotcha. I'm going to send a text saying exactly that in about 5 minutes, and you know I am, and it's going to be...
I know. Okay, I need to go and eat a bagel.
If that is your dinner...
Right.
It's fine.
No time.
I'll give that off. Yesterday I did have toast and jam, so that's fine. I'll let it happen.
Fine, that's a very al-coded dinner.
It was. I actually thought of you. I was like, oh, you know who'd love this? And I told him.
You know what? I do love a meal when someone makes it with me. Just got no interest in making it myself. Although, pardon?
Where is Katie right now?
You know, she's waiting outside in the car and she's a lot back in. I'm joking.
A little cracked window. She's like this.
No, I've also realised as well that my tea's off and I was going to have a bagel and a cup of tea. Not my tea, my milk's off. I was going to have a bagel and a cup of tea.
Does tea go off? Don't. I realised I don't have nighttime tea, Al.
I've got that. I could give you that, but I can't give you a...
I've got normal tea.
Oh!
Fuck.
Ah!
All right. Do you want to do the names or the second bits?
Yes. Someone's put, are you two doing a podcast or what? In the plan.
It is.
Until then, there's the YouTube channel that's sufficing for now. But the plan is a podcast of some sort.
Yeah, I'm really bold, and I've been telling people it'll launch at the next WSL season.
That's the plan. That's what I've manifested.
Okay, good. In my brain, I've been like, next WSL session, like season is launching, but like we need to actually get what date that is and work backwards from that.
I think we can launch before it. It launches on the WSL season launches on the 21st September.
I think we should just launch on the. I think it'll make sense to launch with the season.
Okay.
But we don't have to if we finish earlier. Okay, let me message my friend again because she sent me dates that she can do a meeting with us. This has now become a FaceTime again, so sorry everyone. Once again, message my friend.
Someone's put you need Katie with the bacon. I think that was that last? Oh yeah, Thursday she showed up with bacon.
I love when people know those parts, and you're like, well, how do people know that? Oh,
did I say that out loud? Although I've noticed something new that's happened is that I think I have a lot of internal thoughts that are actually external, and then Katie will comment on them. I'm just not used to having someone around. And then she'll say something and I'm like, how do you know that? And she's like, you just said it 5 minutes ago. And I'm like,
It literally came out your mouth.
Did it though?
All right, you lead us out.
Okay. And just sorry, another note. Someone's put sports with lots, put a little question right now. I'd love to hear some advice on coming out later in life. Maybe we can do that next week.
Yes.
Noted. Okay, I'm ready. Am I leading? In mead.
We trust.
In bronze.
We lust.
See you next week. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.